Hello fellow smashers. In this video I'm going to remind you guys to be careful not to get hit by Kirby's pivot up tilt. First I'm going to show a bunch of clips or parts of these longer YouTube videos of people getting hit, and then later on I'll show some video of how some people try to avoid the pivot up tilt or like counter it. So here's the first clip. I'm going to play in slow-mo. Alright, so Kirby's going down under the platform. Let's see where he's going. So this is a good spot for Kirby because, let me draw on the screen, he's kind of protected right here from attack. And also he's not really over here, so if Yoshi decides to go over here, he can't really be hit by anything. But the good thing about Kirby being here is that he can pivot up tilt, and we'll see that now. Boom. Boom. So it looks like Kirby's far away, but he gets in close pretty fast. Alright, let's go to the next clip. Alright, in this clip, Kirby just came back from death and is chasing Pikachu away. Pikachu's running away. And we're going to see him go to another favorite spot for Kirby. Let me play this video. Play. Okay, has to load. Alright. He goes up to this spot right here. Right there. Oh no, right there. So this is advantageous for Kirby because on this corner, if he gets hit, he can shield and counter when he gets pushed off the platform. And of course, yeah, he could pivot up tilt here, and that's what's going to happen here. So if Kirby is like on the other side of the platform, you want to kind of anticipate that, oh, he might do pivot up tilt. And I'll play it here too. Oh, that's too bad. So once again, you have to be careful. I'm going to keep saying that because even I get hit, everyone gets hit with it. But if we try to remind ourselves, maybe we won't be hit with it so often. Here's the next clip with on the top platform. You see once again here, Kirby's on the like the left or away from the opponent and on the opposite side of the platform. Wow, look at that. And we're going to play this one again. Because you can kind of see the crazy hitbox that the up tilt has. Slow down. Okay. And play. See that? Kind of like just gets you. Even if you think you're safe. Okay, so the first three examples well, the last two examples were on platforms. The next two examples are when Kirby's on the main ground. And when he's on the main ground, on the bottom of Dreamland, there's a lot of like wiggle room for Kirby to move around. So often you'll see Kirby do multiple pivots in a row before the up tilt. And you'll see it here. Here goes one pivot. No. Second pivot, get. And then, yeah, it keeps comboing. So let's try this next one. Pivot. No. Do another one. So it could be really dangerous if you're just like jumping around kind of close to the ground with Kirby. You might get hit with that. Alright, let's see what I have next. Oh, this one's a funny one. the Pikachu player just like stands still, and you'll see how it looks like Kirby's cornered, but no, he could just pivot over and hit you. Alright, let's see. Alright, now we're gonna start to get into what players might try to do to mitigate the dangers of this pivot up tilt. It comes at you quickly, and when you least expect it sometimes. Well, you should be expecting it more, hopefully after watching this video. So here, let me draw on the screen again. I believe what's going to happen is Pikachu's going to come down, kind of like here with an attack. He's going to try to attack outside of Kirby's pivot up tilt range to kind of like bait the pivot up tilt to come out. See that? And then he goes in for the attack when Kirby's still doing the up tilt. So that's a good strategy. Another strategy you might think of is to trade hits. Now in this clip you'll see Pikachu trading with a back air, but Kirby was at low percent, so it wasn't the best decision. That's not to say that the Pikachu meant to trade hits. I'm sure Pikachu wanted to hit Kirby and not be hit back, but sometimes that might happen. And so if you want to trade hits with the up tilt, you want to make sure that either Kirby is probably, I guess, at a higher percent to knock him away. Alright, so I guess probably one of the best strategies to avoid the up tilt is just respect Kirby and his up tilt and give him some space. So you'll see here. Let me play this. So Pikachu's gonna jump. Oh, he just went to the left. He just went to the top platform up here, and basically nothing happened, which is what happens sometimes when you want to keep your distance. You want to give Kirby, if Kirby's on the platform, sometimes you just want to not approach at all. I guess, like, be careful, take your time. Here's another clip. Pikachu's gonna kind of like slow fall to the right to kind of just get away. Oh, yeah, see? You don't always need to come down at your opponent, right? You can always save that for the next trip. Okay, in this clip, I'm the Pikachu here, and I'm going to try to avoid Kirby. But you have to remember that Kirby's understand that if you're trying to avoid them, then they can come to you. So you always have to keep your guard up. So let me play this. So I come down to try to avoid the up tilt, but he still comes after me. So maybe like an up air there would have been good. So you're not safe just because you avoid the pivot up tilt. Of course, your opponent can do so many other things. And then here's an example of another example of like counter attacking or attacking before the pivot up tilt gets to hit you. So you hit Kirby first. So here, Super Boom is gonna come down here with a up air. It's almost like he anticipates the pivot up tilt coming, but it's not good enough, and he gets hit, as you'll see here. Just missed. Maybe if he was closer. So that's one thing you can try. If I keep playing this, it'll be very interesting because he gets hit with another pivot up tilt. He's trying to run away. He'll get you. And then something interesting happens here. The moves kind of Well, Pikachu does an up tilt right as he techs and gets up. So sometimes your move might cancel the opponent's move, right? So in this case, Pikachu's up tilt cancels with Kirby's up tilt. And then you'll see, boom, kind of do a dash grab. So in cases like that, Kirby might just, some Kirbys get into the mindset of, the up tilt safe, but if you do it at the wrong time, you leave yourself open in between up tilts. And then here, it'll be interesting. There's an interesting case here. Pikachu is going to do a pivot up tilt at the same time Kirby does his own pivot up tilt. Whoa. Alright, so what to say about this? Yeah, so I think Pikachu's pivot is covers a shorter distance than Kirby's pivot. I think that's part of the reason why Kirby gets hit. It could also be the Pikachu player just did it faster. So sometimes you might want to counter with something, just let out your attack faster than the pivot up tilt, right? You could just attack sooner than before he starts attacking. And then finally here, it's interesting. This player, Mariguas, I'm not good with pronouncing Spanish names, but this player, I think he likes doing pivot up tilts. Well, some Pikachu players do, and you'll see in the same set against the Kirby player, he tries to do another one at the same time the Kirby player tries his pivot up tilt. And you'll see here. But this time the Kirby gets his out faster. Alright, so those are all the clips I looked at. I just tried to look at different sets from one of the most recent big tournaments, Super Smash Con. And so to summarize, you want to make sure that you understand how far Kirby can go with this pivot. By basically, you can just go into training mode, right, and do your own pivot up tilts, and you'll kind of get an idea of wow, I need to avoid, Kirby can cover a lot of ground with this. So hopefully we get hit less with pivot up tilts from now on. Alright, thanks for watching.